What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, and y'all, we got some big breaking news, man, in the video game universe, man. We got some news we got to discuss. And to be honest with y'all, I can't say I'm completely shocked, but at the same time, I am. What am I talking about? Allow Rage King to show you what's up. Yes, sir. As you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield. I'm not talking about the Alan Wake 2 Game of the Year nominee. I am talking about this per IGN. Shout out to IGN. E3 is dead for good. No more E3. It's gone. Ain't coming back. It was here. Now it's forever in the past. All right. Now we got an article here to give us more details as to why this is happening, man. So without further ado, let's get into it. The day Electronic Entertainment Expo died. That's what E3 is for people that don't know, right? The Entertainment Software Association, ESA, has announced the end of E3 for good, 28 years after the first event took place. 28 years, y'all. Damn. In a statement shared on X/Twitter and with the Washington Post, the ESA said it decided to end the Electronic Entertainment Expo after more than 2 decades. After more than 2 decades of serving as a central showcase for the video game industry, ESA has decided to end E3. The statement reads, ESA remains focused on advocating for ESA member companies and the industry workforce who fuel positive cultural and economic impact every day. And this is the tweet right here. Per E3 right here, it says after more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. It's so hard to say goodbye. But it is. It's the end, y'all. It's the end. In March, IGN reported that almost a year after announcing its return, the ESA has canceled 2023's E3. Did a video on that too. At the time, the ESA said the 2023 version simply did not garner the sustained interest necessary to execute in it a way that would showcase the size, strength, and impact of our industry. It did not mention undertaking the show again in future years. This year's event was supposed to be held from June 13th to June 16th at the Los Angeles Convention Center, the show's home for many years, and would have been the first in-person E3 since 2019. E3 2020 was canceled due to, and you can read that here, you already know why. Anybody that was alive during 2020, no pun intended, that sounded so bad after I said it, maybe I'll cut that out. But anybody that was going through what everybody was going through in 2020 and is alive to say it right now, all knows what happened in 2020. I can't necessarily say I'm gonna get the video took down, but you know what went on in 2020. And while a digital version was held in 2021, E3 was canceled again in 2022 in an effort to focus on a revitalized showcase that would set a new standard for hybrid industry events. We now know this will never happen. E3 began life in 1995 with the show at the LACC and stayed at the venue throughout its near 30-year existence. It became synonymous with big video game announcements at flashy press conferences. Historically, the likes of Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft would show up to E3 with onstage reveals that would send shockwaves throughout the gaming community. From, I know I'm gonna butcher this name, so forgive me, y'all. From Shigeru Miyamoto appearing on stage with a Highland Shield and Master Sword during Nintendo's E3 2004 press conference to reveal Zelda Twilight Princess, to Sony's generation-defining PS4 game-sharing announcement. E3 is remembered for bombastic video game news, man. That's crazy. Scroll down. However, in recent years, more and more video game companies walked away from E3 to do their own thing, even before the you-know-what. Nintendo and Sony now use digital events such as Nintendo Direct and State of Play to announce most of their new products, leaving Microsoft one of the few video game companies that remains committed to making announcements at physical events. In truth, the Game Awards has become a de facto E3, with each December show packed with each December show packed with the kind of video game announcements once reserved for an E3 press conference, alongside a smattering of awards. And that is the end of the article. So y'all, with that being said, it's the end of E3, man. E3 is no longer here. It's gone forever. But as a video game enthusiast and as a video game lover myself, I would like to thank E3 and everybody associated that ever has been associated with E3. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for everything. I really hate that this is happening to y'all. I wish it didn't happen like this, or I wish it didn't happen at all. But times have changed. People move on, companies move on, and hey, sometimes when the future comes, a lot of the past is not along to come with it. And unfortunately for us, E3 was one of those things that just couldn't go along in the future with us. But at the end of the day, again, thank you, E3. Thank you for the memories. We love y'all. We're going to forever have a special place in my heart. I can't speak for everybody, but you'll forever have a special place in my heart for some of the things, or a lot of the things that y'all used to do back in the day, up until now, up until the last E3, which wasn't very good. But other than that, the other rest of the years were very good. Thank y'all for everything. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, that's going to be the end of my video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. And I will catch y'all in the next one. RIP E3. Goodbye.